So guys, this is gonna be another video talking about Christie sides, and surprisingly enough, it's gonna be another one of those videos where I defend Christie sides. I can't believe it. The coach that I have called incompetent plenty of times, and who I believe is really, really bad, I'm gonna make multiple videos defending her, because some of the things, oh my god, some of the things that I'm reading about Christie sides, I'm like, this is just so dumb. Just like the video yesterday, this is of the same note of the video yesterday of the Caitlin Clark getting what should have been an and one. And after the ball goes in, the coach throws his hands up. People are like, the coach was angry she didn't pass to a wide open Christy Wallace. No. Coach won an and one. Either way, this is another one of those situations. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 13 or 15.4 thousand subscribers by the end of today. And right now we are exactly 6 off. If we could hit that by the end of the day, that would be absolutely incredible. But it was this situation right here. It says here, is Christie sides making bold-faced lies to the press about giving Caitlin Clark the green light to shoot? Caitlin Clark makes 2 gorgeous assists, then sides yells to her face, pass. Not great pass, just pass. No, I'm pretty sure we just can't, it doesn't go to her face until she says the words pass. She says something before pass, by the way. Like, she says something. She opens her mouth and says something before she screams pass. And what happened the previous play? Some replies say, that's not how it looks. She says something before pass. She says something before pass. Like, what are we doing? She told her great pass. This is what happened the possession before. This is literally what happened the possession before. Caitlin Clark drives in, kicks to the shooter, bang, good. That is what happened the possession before. Side should have left her in the game instead of subbing her for defense. She set up Kelsey with a driving kick. She said nice pass. She was appreciating Caitlin Clark. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I get it. I get the frustration. I get the frustration in Christie's sides as a coach. I think she's a terrible basketball coach. And I mean it. Like, I'm not even saying that she's terrible as in she's a terrible coach, like for a WNBA level. I think she's a terrible coach, period. I think she is just, in general, a bad basketball coach, which is fine. Again, that is fine. Because at the end of the day, you can be bad at basketball. Or you can be a bad basketball coach. It is what it is. But can we stop making stuff up to try mean she's like malicious. She wanted to win a game yesterday. She wanted to put the defensive players on the court, and she believes Christie side's a good defender. Is she right in Christie sides being a good defender? No. But she said it publicly. She believes Christie side's a good defender. She's called Christie sides a dog and the best defender on the team. Or sorry, not Christie sides, Christy Wallace, the other Christy. I mixed the two of them up. Is she trying to put Christy Wallace on as a defender to like belittle Caitlin Clark and sabotage Clark? No, she just believes she's a better defender. At the end of the day, she's a terrible coach, but can we stop this whole malicious thing? Can we stop the whole thing that she's this malicious coach and she's out to get Caitlin Clark? She's not. She's just really bad. She's just really bad at her job. Like, what benefit? Like, if she was able to, look, like Lisa Bluter was a good coach. But let's not act like Lisa Bluter before Caitlin Clark was Kim Mulkey or Gina Oriyama. Like, your job as the coach, if Christie sides, even though people were calling for her to be fired last year, if Christie sides, I'm not joking, was able to just figure out how to use Caitlin Clark, make her absolutely a standout, make the Fever good, get them playing at this tempo, she would be set for life. She could demand whatever she wanted with the next CBA. She could demand Becky Hammond money. Next CBA comes in. We're filling out gyms for Caitlin, you know. Caitlin likes me. $2 million a year. $2 million a year. That's what I want. If she actually, was good enough to build something good around Caitlin Clark, she could literally name her price. Whereas, she's bad enough that whenever the Fever get rid of her, she's never going to get another head coach job again. Who in their right mind would sacrifice generational wealth, will out of malice. Like, who would sacrifice generational wealth out of malice? Out of malice. If she was good enough to actually be a really good coach, she would be generationally wealthy because she landed Caitlin Clark. But no, she's just terrible. She's just a terrible coach. She was saying good pass. She's putting Caitlin Clark on 40 minutes. She doesn't know how to draw plays for her. She doesn't really know how to use Caitlin Clark. She doesn't know how to use the tempo. Her philosophy on basketball is based 30 years in the past. She doesn't really know anything about a flowing offense, just knows how to run quick hitters. Doesn't really understand a lot of defensive concepts other than you go out here and guard your man. There's no philosophy on offense or the defensive end for the Fever. Even though they are supremely talented, they are the worst coach team in the league. She's terrible. But can we stop saying it's malice? Can we stop saying it's malice? Because this clip right here sums it up. Just like the other, they were like, oh, the other team coach the assistant coach doesn't want to shoot. No, they all wanted to score. Nobody wants a player to not score. Nobody wants their team to not score. Nobody wants their team to lose. She very clearly says something before pass. And the possession before is literally an assist. It is literally an assist. The possession before was Caitlin Clark hitting a shooter for a 3. They suddenly go up by 5 points off a Caitlin Clark assist. Of course she's saying good pass. Like, you're out here saying like 1.6k likes on this. Some replies saying she said nice good pass is not how it looks. Here's a close-up. I watched the entire game. She was hyping Clark. Of course she was. She gives me the first one looked like she was mad. Second made it clear it was love. I watched the whole game. Remember this moment. She said good job. Looks like nice pass. Thank God. Man, we're out here seeing Wings of Redemption memes. Thank God there are people. Like, I've seen this by more than one person. Thank God everybody's realizing, okay, yeah, she definitely didn't say pass and not just agreeing with the malice. Just like subbing her off for defensive reasons. Like, I'm sorry. It's not the coach. The coach is not looking at a box score. The coach is not looking at a box score and saying, Caitlin Clark is going to be, Caitlin Clark has 9 rebounds. We gotta leave. We're gonna pull her. We don't want her to get triple double. We're gonna pull her. No coach thinks like that. No coach is reading it down box score instead of watching the game. Just because a lot of fans are box score watchers and will talk about this as a historic game if she had just happened to be on the floor for 2 seconds longer and the ball lands in her hands, or even a couple of possessions earlier where I think was it a foul called or something was called when the ball dropped into her hands for a 10th rebound. Like, whether there was a whistle or not when she caught it, it made absolutely no odds to the game, other than saying that she got her first rookie triple-double. And she's going to get a triple-double sooner rather than later in this league. But can we stop? Like, look, criticize Christie sides for her basketball decisions, because a lot of them make no sense. Criticize Christie sides for not being very good at her job. All you want. But don't say personally she's trying to ruin the league or she's making decisions out of malice, because that makes absolutely no sense and it's just not true.